Moving abroad for studies, especially MBBS, is a mental strength test. Hi everyone, my name is Tripti Sharma and I'm a fourth year medical student at Faculty of Medicine, Cairo University, also known as Kasra Laini. And in this video, I'll be telling things that I wish someone told me before starting med school, specifically going for MBBS abroad. I'm making this video with the intention that it makes your medical school journey a bit easier. So let's get started. I have written everything here so that I don't miss out on any of the important points, okay? Okay, yeah. First of all, a big congratulations for getting into med school, and I wish you all the best with lots of love. Okay, the first point that I want to share is your why. Your why should be really important, because on days when you lack external motivation, the why is the reason that keeps you going. It can be anything. You're doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your parents, you're doing it for anyone you love. Okay, it should be really strong, like really strong, because everyone has hard days, and trust me, no amount of external motivation can push you. So your why should be strong enough. Coming to the second point, okay, this is a controversial one, really controversial. Moving abroad for studies, especially MBBS, is a mental strength test. It's like how well can you endure the pressure of everything, to be honest. You have your family, you have yourself, you have your studies going on, you have to manage your household chores. So it's more of a mental strength test rather than your capabilities alone. You don't have the luxury of going to see your family at any point you want. You always have some exams coming up. You can't bunk your classes. So you don't have the privilege. You can't be there for your family when they need you. So yeah, saying it again loud and clear, it's more of a mental strength test. Okay, the next point that I'm going to be putting is that it is really important to have a plan. Really important to know the direction in which you are heading. If you want to go for USMLE, PLAB, AMC, Canada, even back to your own country or to the Gulf countries, just have a broad picture. Okay, this is how I want to go ahead. I'm not asking you to take the actions just as soon as you enter med school, but you should be clear. Okay, this is how the process happens, this is what I have to do in order to reach there. Okay, learn the skill of prioritizing tasks. There can be 100 tasks, you can do 90 of them, which will not be productive, and you would feel accomplished, like, oh wow, I did something. But it is really important to prioritize tasks and do them. So make sure you are really clear with what you want to achieve throughout your day. Set goals. Okay, prioritize your task. Okay, yeah, this is what I want to achieve at the end of the day. And it's an important skill to also achieve a balance in your life. The next point is balance and consistency. I mean, I already told you, if you want to have a balance in your life, you have to start prioritizing tasks, because you are in a phase of your life where you're gonna have work, you're gonna have responsibilities, but you have to take out some time for yourself too. You can't just be stuck in a cycle where you go do your work, come back home, sleep, and repeat the whole damn thing again. So it's really important to find a balance, and you have to be consistent. Consistency is key. You can't just climb a mountain in one day. Baby steps, even though doesn't matter how tiny they are, like tiny steps, वो क्या बोलते हैं ना, बूंद बूंद से सागर बनता है. You don't have to take one big step in one day. Tiny steps, a little progress is still progress. Okay, this is something people might not be comfortable with, but I would say there's one advantage of MBBS abroad: the opportunities that you get. Okay, you have to put yourself out there, you have to show that okay, you are ready to accept the opportunities that come your way. There was an event, I think in January 2023. Yeah, it was in January 2023 that I attended, I participated, and the opportunity, it came like, okay, do you want to attend? A senior asked, do you want to attend? I said yes. And she clearly mentioned, like, just say yes or no quickly. She wants the answer. I said, okay, fine. I did not ask my parents for permission even before saying yes. After saying yes, I was like, okay, now I have to ask my parents for the permission. And I think it was the best decision that I made. I met new people, I made new friends, and it was like a once in a lifetime opportunity up until now. You never know. So yeah, put yourself out there, interact with people. You are in a different place, you get to choose who you are, you have a clean slate. Okay, just pick whichever character you like, be like that character, work on your fancy life. I mean, be as creative as you want. You have the magic. It's really important to know your learning style. If you are a visual learner, an auditory learner, if you can't just read, like for me, I have to listen to video lectures. I just can't take written information in one go. So that's a bit of problem, but at least I know, okay, yeah, I need video lectures at some point. So make sure you're aware of your strengths and weaknesses both. Okay. Now, FOMO is really, really real. FOMO means fear of missing out. Oftentimes we see our friends, our batchmates from school, high school, posting pictures, achieving major milestones in their life, and here we are stuck in med school giving exams after exams back to back. I know it doesn't help seeing the pictures. It gives you that, what am I even doing with my life? Am I supposed to be here? So the FOMO is really real. But then again, this is something which happens badly and majorly in first year. Okay, I believe first year is like everyone is new, you get to interact with a lot of people, you mingle with a lot of people, so the energy is pretty high. Once you pass first year, people just realize FOMO will continue to exist, but the effect that it has on you and your life, it just lessens. Okay, you accept the fact that okay, they are following their path, you are following yours, so it's fine. My friends have started earning and I am still giving exams, so FOMO is pretty real. Take it from me, it's all right. Everyone suffers from it. Yeah. Okay. Don't be afraid to ask for help. This is something I would say time and again. Please don't be afraid to ask for help. You are not alone in this. There are people around you who might be going through the same thing, but no one shares. The thing is, in med school, everyone is high performing individual. No one shares that okay, they are vulnerable. We just put on our, what do they call it again? Our masks, that we are okay, strong, we are really, really strong, we have it all figured out. There are times you would find people that who haven't figured out anything. So it's okay to ask for help. In fact, if you're stuck, ask for help. There have been multiple times when I did not know what to do ahead. I asked for help. Even if it was just as small as asking my Arabic friends to translate some message which was in Arabic. I was like, please help me do this. So it's okay to ask for help, okay? Okay, imposter syndrome is real. There are times when you would question your worth. There are times when you would question your decision. You would question your entire existence, your life. It happens to the best of us, it happens to everyone. You would be thinking if you even deserve this. But trust me, at that point, you have to just remember your tiny little achievements that you have made throughout. I know all of this seems really, really heavy. It takes time to build, and that's all I can say. You are your only competition, okay? The question that you should be asking yourself is that, am I doing better than what I was doing yesterday in terms of your hard work, in terms of your efforts, in terms of your results? If yes, then congratulations, you are definitely making a good progress. I remember in first year, everyone was like so concerned about each other's marks, and it did like fade out slowly over the years. Now everyone is like, okay, yeah, I made it, I have survived, that's the only thing that matters now. This is a major study tip. There are already enough resources. You don't have to waste your time creating one, okay? Instead, find something which suits you, change it accordingly, and then use it. You don't have to take notes every now and then. Find the notes which have already been made and maybe just add your points, etc. But please don't waste your time just creating new notes. It's just passive studying. Passive studying isn't going to do anything but waste your time. Instead, study actively, do questions, solve papers, do cases, okay, flashcards, anything related to actively studying, please go for it. Okay, about this resources, I remember while I was studying ENT, I did the book 2 times already. It was time for revision, like a quick revision before a day or two of exam. And I think I did not want to go through the book again. It was, I mean, it has a lot of information, okay? And I can't just afford to be like, okay, let me just go through it again, and then I'll be like, I forgot something, the panic mode. Instead, I referred to a PDF which had all the diseases compiled in it and the most common ones as well. So it's often not a good idea to make new resources and waste your time on it. Instead, just find one which suits you. And it was a table, I think it was a 7 pages PDF that had all the diseases, the signs and symptoms, the management, everything. So it was a time saver. I just went through it, revised, added the extra points that I needed to. One thing that I have learned in med school is that time is really, really precious. If you are saving your time, you are buying it with money. If you are saving your money, you're buying it with your time. That's how it goes. Make mistakes. I know it's a bit crazy, but yeah, make mistakes while you're still allowed to. As long as you are a student, you're allowed to make mistakes, learn from them so that you don't make them again. But once you actually step into the role of a doctor, you won't be allowed to make mistakes anymore. Any damage that you cause will actually be damage. So make mistakes, learn from them, and yeah, that's it. Okay, remember that you're not just studying to pass exams, you're studying to save lives. I swear to God, the adrenaline rush that I get if I can actually diagnose someone correctly, oh my God, I can't even describe. I know it's a bad news for the patient, but the momentarily joy of diagnosing a patient correctly, because you studied well. So it's important that you study effectively, not just to pass exams, but to save lives, to save patients, to help people. Okay, find yourself an accountability partner or a study partner that helps you keep track of your goals, and then you can even join study groups if you're comfortable with one. For me, I do have a study partner. Yeah, I do have a study partner. And then surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you, who make you happy, and who don't remind you that, okay, yeah, you have to be competing with them at all times, who bring out the good in you, who also motivate you. And I'm going to end this with this last point: rest is productive. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. No one. Please stop frying your brain by pulling all nighters before the exam. It's not going to help in the long term. You have entered medicine. It's more of a lifestyle. I mean, it does become a lifestyle after a point, but you have to gradually shift yourself into that mentality. You can't keep pulling all nighters before exams till the end of fifth year. That's not a healthy lifestyle, it's not sustainable. And I mean, what's the use of just studying a day before the exam and being like, okay, yeah, I scored, I passed? You won't be able to diagnose a patient correctly. All these years, they would just go to waste. So rest is productive. Okay, give yourself the time to rest. Give your brain a rest from the immense bombardment of information. And okay, one more thing that I forgot to add is that have hobbies. Invest your time in yourself. Do things that you love. Spend your time with your favorite people, creating memories. Have fun. At the end of the day, you are a human being just as the others. Let yourself live. Give yourself the time and space to enjoy life while you're still young. And after you step into the role of doctor, you will have responsibilities, you will have things to look after. So might as well enjoy the student stage that you are currently in. Okay, let's talk about my experience and things I wish I would have done differently. I've had a really good experience so far. I have met new people, I have learned new things, I have read reports of my friends and family members, and I feel happy after that. I know it's not supposed to be good for the patient, but yeah, that's part of being a med student. You get happiness after doing things which are not so good. Yeah. My experience in Egypt has been really good so far. First year was more of trial and error. It was about finding balance, about finding the right people, about finding my study techniques and things that work for me. Like first year, I did not used to pull all-nighters. I used to sleep before the exam, and I scored decent. Like, I was happy with what I scored, keeping in mind that I had so many things going on. I had my visa work, I had my household chores, and I had to cook. After all that, I was able to get good scores, so I wasn't too pissed off. I mean, yeah, I was like, I could have done better. I had the potential. Second year was absolutely terrible. I used to pull all-nighters before the exam, and I regret doing that. I absolutely regret doing that. I mean, I made it to third year, but I wasn't really happy with how I performed. Actually, it was the peer pressure. I used to talk with my friends over call, and they would be like, okay, yeah, we're studying, we're still studying, we're pulling all-nighters. And that would make me go all crazy, like, okay, what if I miss something? Am I doing it right? Did I study everything? So the peer pressure, it did not let me sleep. The anxiety, the peer pressure, that was something I found really difficult to manage in second year. Third year, we had two final exams, so it was a bit more tiring. Apart from that, I think I enjoyed the clinical phase a lot. The non-clinical part was good too because it was we got two new subjects, microbiome and parasitology, and they were really fun. We used to go to microbiology and we had to answer questions. We got a few goodies too from the department, so it was really fun. Overall, a really good experience. Now, things I wish I would have done differently. I think I was content with first year, so nothing to change in that. Second year, yes, I wish I had cleaned my space a lot regularly. I wish I had been more consistent with my time management. It was a disaster because I get really anxious and I can't sleep the night before the exam. So second year was like all sleepless nights before exam, terrible mistake. And would I do it again? No. I know there might be times when I would have to do something like that, but would I do it willingly? Absolutely not. Third year, not really anything to change maybe, but not really anything. I was pretty content with third year. And also, I wish I would do a bit more physical activities. I do walk a lot, but then it's not really a physical activity unless it's walking at a certain pace. Apart from that, I think I am pretty content with how my third year was. And that's pretty much it. I really hope this video helps you. I know I have yapped a lot, but regardless, it's the video is being made. Okay, I'm going to show you guys something. It's 2 midnight and my neck is, oh sorry, my throat is all dry. I really hope this video helped you. And I mean, सबको ढेर सारा प्यार. मैं कुछ चीज़ें हिंदी में जल्दी बोल देती हूँ. क्यों डरें, ज़िंदगी में क्या होगा, कुछ ना होगा तो तजुर्बा होगा. तो इसी के साथ, जब तक तुम एक स्टूडेंट हो, गलतियाँ करो, गलतियों से सीखो. उसके बाद गलतियाँ करने का मौका नहीं दिया जाएगा, ठीक है. एंड जहाँ तक किसी से हेल्प मांगने की बात है, कई बार ऐसा होता है हमें रियलाइज़ नहीं होता है, सब एक ही जगह फंसे हैं बट कोई बोल नहीं रहा है. पीपल आर स्केर्ड, सब अपनी वल्नरेबिलिटीज़ को छुपा रहे हैं. तो हेल्प मांगने में कोई ख़राबी नहीं है. क्या झिझक, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा, अगला वाला बंदा मना कर देगा, बट एटलीस्ट यू ट्राई, ठीक है. और क्या देखो, तुम इस नई जर्नी पे जाने वाले हो. आई नो इट्स गोइंग टू बी हार्ड, बट यू कैन डू इट, ठीक है. मेक योर सेल्फ प्राउड, मेक योर पेरेंट्स प्राउड. यू हैवंट कम दिस फार टू ओनली कम दिस फार, ठीक है. And I am ending the video by a few advices shared by my friends in med school as well. Hope it helps. With ढेर सारा प्यार. Bye bye, good night.